MT09 Tracer with funky blue forks. Yeah, I can see why they're selling these. 829, no, 82448. I think they're selling these for now. Really cheap. Kind of bike you could just swing a leg over and just go, I think. It's a little bit tall for me. I do kind of have to rest on one foot. But the thing is with it, it's so light. Comes as standard with the handguards and the there's meant to be a socket here somewhere. Where was that socket? Oh yeah, here. On this side. Socket there, power socket. No cruise control. Don't know if it's got traction control. It's got different rider modes on it. An adjustable screen, which is very fiddly because it's via this here. Looks very, is it via that? Yeah. Looks very fiddly. Everyone should just have a BMW one, man. Either here or like the Multistrada here, we just pull it up. Makes it so much easier, but there you go. Jesus criminy, man. Alright, alright. Okay, it goes. I do like this screen. It's very military looking. It's almost like something you'd see like a tough book. Like a Panasonic tough book. You've got your gear indicator down here and your indicators are there. It's good, man. It's functional. Wowzers, 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 man. They are making some really, really good bikes these days, man. I'm telling you. And it tips in so easily, this bike. So easy. It's so easy to ride this bike. Oh my gosh, it's got so much power. For what it is, that's the thing. It's not even a powerful bike, but it's got power. Go on, kind sir. It's got power. I think it's only got like 115 brake horsepower. Windscreen, I'll be honest with you, I can't do a windscreen test, guys, because there is just so much wind blowing around. But I'll be honest, I can't feel anything in my helmet. Suspension is coping quite well. I am perched very high up though, guys, and I can feel already that this seat is a bit, yeah. I'd have to get a new seat straight. You can't tour on this. You ain't touring on this seat. And I feel like I'm slightly canted forward. Slightly, ever so slightly. It's not a comfortable seat. It's the only thing ruining the experience. The handlebars are nicely spaced. Back brake is good. Ooh, that's a good back brake. Front brakes are very nice. Oh, I'm glad it's dry today. I got it in standard mode. Could you imagine if I put... Alright. A mode. We ain't going to B, mate. We're going straight to A. See what happens now. Online, they say that A mode has got... Jesus! Jesus criminy! Oh my God. It's not legal. How the bloody hell is a 900cc engine accelerating like this, man? Bloody hell, these new bikes are a bit fast. I'm used to old bikes, you know what I mean? Have a good day, mate. It's got a lot to give this. This engine is just nuts. I am so... I just feel like I'm sitting right on top of the world on this bike, man. You really are perched on top. And yeah, I'm shuffling about a bit. I can't find a place to get comfortable. I'm not finding that the throttle is any... I don't find it snatchy. I don't find it snatchy. I've read online that it's snatchy in A mode. I can understand why you wouldn't want to have it in A mode, but it's all about regulating this, man. Just regulate your Your hand, man. Regulate your hand. Play with the clutch a little bit, you know. It's fine. It is raucous though. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready, and I am ready. I read the reviews about this bike, but it's even a little bit more than I thought. Jeez, I'm crying when it goes, man. It goes like stink, and you're sitting up so high that obviously it feels like it goes even faster than how you think you're going, and it handles really well. Really, it's a hooligan bike, man. This is not a bike to be commuting on and thinking that you're going to be doing regular shit. You're going to be doing that other shit, that excitable testosterone shit. That's what you're going to be doing on this bike. You ain't going to be able to help yourself, because I'm very tired. I'm knackered, I'll be honest with you. I'm not feeling peppy or bright or my normal self. I've had a pretty hard, long suffering week, and instantly this bike is like, get up, wake up, go. It's like a shot of caffeine, this bike. It's just pure adrenaline, especially in this A mode. You can just feel it. The front wheel just wants to come up all the time. You can just feel, that's all it wants to do, just lift up the front wheel. And because it handles so well and it's so light, and you've got the wide leverage because of the wide bars, I mean, look at this. It's just, it weighs nothing. I don't feel anything underneath me. It might as well be a pillow underneath me. That's the weight. That's about the weight of this bike. It feels like a pillow, a cloud. Let's go into B mode, see what's going on. I think B mode just stands for be braver, you wuss. Go into full arsehole mode, which is A mode. Oh, that's very nice. Oh yeah. B mode is much nicer. Well, should I say softer. There's a little vibration through the pegs at around 4,000 RPM in, say, second gear. Nothing major. That shows you how windy it is, guys. Look at that, boxes in the middle of the road. Poor guy in a Civic. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He stopped. Right, just to let you know how high I'm sitting, okay? This is a medium-sized van. Look at where my head is. This is the top of a Ford Focus. I'm over. I really am sitting on top of the bike. Got a filter. Wow, it's good because it's so light. So lightweight, man. What a lovely bike, man. It is so fast, this thing. So fast. Oh man, I like this a lot. It's very exciting. Oh my god, it's good. I think this is a street bike. I don't think this is a cruising bike. It's not comfortable enough. But for the street and to commute, and you see, for me, I'm just trying to work out in my head, because alright guys, so as you can see, this is what I got. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how it came to be, but let's just say I took it out one time, this Triumph Explorer, XC. I took it out one time. That was all I needed. Bike is absolutely amazing, man. I'm not going to do too much crazy riding. I'm on 0 miles. I'm on 0 miles right now. Just left the dealership. But let me just tell you how much I paid for this bike. Or let me tell you what this bike comes with. Okay? I got it with the LED lights, fog lights, the spoked wheels, hand guards, center stand, the entire Givey aluminium cases, okay, sides, top box, right? I got all of that, heated grips, plus I got thrown in, if you can see down there, an Arrow aftermarket exhaust, the Arrow exhaust, and I had it lowered. All of that just under 12 grand.
Yeah, so what I want to say, guys, is I've had this bike for about 2 weeks now, and it ticks all the boxes that I could ever ask for with a bike. It is powerful, it's very torquey, 1200cc engine. It's comfortable, it's easy to handle, it's not too big. It's about 250 kilograms, which is quite heavy, but no heavier than the bike that I replaced it with. Now, the main reason I chose this bike is it was coming with the entire aluminium Givey set, which is about 1400 quid altogether with the racks and stuff, and the Arrow exhaust I managed to wiggle in there and get thrown in there, as well as the lowering of the bike with Lust Racing dog bones, or whatever you call them. But anyway, another reason I chose the bike is you're looking for perfection. Sometimes you can't find it, but in terms of price, what I paid for the Triumph undercuts the BMW by about 3 grand, and that's without luggage for the BMW or an aftermarket kit or anything else. It undercut the Ducati Multistrada by about 4 grand, and it undercut the KTM Adventure by about 5 grand, and that's all those bikes in their standard, guys. This bike, fully spec'd up, came with everything, out of the crate, with 0 miles on it, very nice satin grey colour, and I just really couldn't turn it down. I sometimes in the back of my head I say to myself, should I have chosen the VFR 800, because it is a very accomplished bike, but the fact of the matter is that the Triumph would just be much better to do Europe on, and so in the end, ultimately, I'm very, very happy with my choice. And I just want to say thank you to the guys that have been following me while I've been doing this little mini search, I suppose you call it. And yeah, now it's time to get out there and do some touring. What's left of the video is just me testing out the Triumph, and it just shows a little bit about why I chose this bike over all the rest. So enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys.
This is ridiculous. I mean, look at those trees, guys. Look. Why is it whenever I want to test bikes, this is the weather? But you know what? It's good, because if a bike handles in weather like this, then it will handle anywhere. Okay? So that's one thing that I must say about that. Now, this is the Triumph XC. If I was to get this bike, I think this is the one I'd have to get. I don't want the XR, I want this one. Spoked wheels and the lot. It's good. It's good stuff. Let me put that into perspective for you guys. I was looking at a VFR, okay, and a VFR 800. It is a fantastic bike. It is a beautiful bike. It is a wonderful bike. It's everything I'd ever want in a bike, except it doesn't have enough poke. And I was sort of trying to work my head around into the fact that, look, you're just going to have to deal with that, okay? Yeah, you're just going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to live with it. It doesn't have a lot of poke, but hey, just get on with it. But now, they've got this. They've got this, guys, and I like it. It's a triple engine, Seems like I've been riding nothing but triples today. Don't think it comes with electronic suspension. In fact, I know it doesn't come with electronic suspension. Taking it over some really pattery roads, and it's very compliant. Very, very compliant. Fourth gear. Let's try this. It pulls from absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere this thing pulls from. Steering is slow, but it's not unresponsively slow. Okay, national speed limit. Just like the GS I tested a couple weeks ago, the faster you go, the better the actual bike itself gets, which is a little bit scary sometimes. Whoa! She goes, mate. No electronic suspension. Don't think I need it. Alright, slow steering stuff. What can it do in the slow steering stuff? I'll tell you what I do like about this bike though. For a bike with shaft drive, it doesn't judder about so much like some bikes. I found the BMW a little bit juddery with the shaft drive, a little bit. And my bike is very juddery with the shaft drive. It is good. Triumph reliability. What's it like, guys? I don't know. Apparently, well, actually, I know this for a fact. The Yamaha that I tested, all Yamaha's service intervals are 6,000 miles. The service interval for this Triumph is 10,000 miles. I think that is a manufacturer high. Bike has got so much torque that you can literally. It's very greasy right now, guys. Very, very greasy. No, I've got to take my time. You don't want to be dropping this at all. You would not want to drop this at all. But I'm just taking it into town. Tracer was very good in town. Not sure how this will fare, but the Tracer was good. But it's totally different types of bikes, but they market them exactly the same. You know, they say that that's an adventure bike and this is an adventure bike, and everything with a windscreen that's an ups, that where you sit up is an adventure bike. And the steering is fine. I don't know what people are riding that make them think that some of these bikes 250. Let me just explain something to you guys. Every bike I've ridden this year that was 250 plus kilograms has steered like a BMX. Every single one of them. It's easy. I mean, this is London stuff I'm doing here. South London, it's easy. My feet are both up. I don't have to take my feet off the pegs. I don't wobble. It's so easy. I just think people are just number whores. And I am a number whore for a different reason. I'm a number whore when it comes to brake horsepower, and I don't care about top speed these days, that's all dead. But brake horsepower and pounds, newton meters of torque, I'm a bit of a whore for that. And I hear anything over 120 brake horsepower and 130 newton meters of torque, I get excited. Because I know that that bike is going to have some grunt, it's going to have some pull, it's going to be a bit of me. But sometimes that is not the whole story. And I'd say to you guys now, when it comes to the weight, it's not even an issue anymore. I'll be honest with you. These bikes, and they say, oh, they're heavy and this and that and the third, and I'm like, what are you talking about, guy? Seriously, what are you actually talking about? I ride these bikes, like my bike is 265 kilograms. I ride it and I feel nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean I feel nothing. And these bikes are even better. You don't feel anything.